how does this happen?
Yeah!
Hello to the bar. How are you? Thanks. You missed it. Prom day ready. Let's go. Let's go. Show them how to do it. Yes.
Hello, what's wrong? There's something happening outside. Maria, be quiet, Casey.
Look at the ghost.
Hey guys, I'm Maria Paula.
And I'm Maria.
We are sisters,
Yes.
if you can't tell by the names.
I'm the oldest,
I am the middle child.
and we have a younger one, but she's not here. She's in school. But
She'll pop up at one
yeah,
point.
she'll appear eventually. Fine.
So I'm 18. I just recently graduated from high school. I graduated from Cambridge High School. Shout out to all my Ravens.
I'm 21. I graduated from Cambridge as well, 2015. Old gang. Went to college for a semester. We'll learn more as time goes on.
Right now we all live, me, her, my other little sister, my mom and dad, we live in Nashville, Tennessee. We are located in the South. And we've been living here for 18 years now, so my entire life, almost her entire life, and my little sister's entire existence. Whenever you meet her, you're gonna hear her little, yes, her sassiness, her southernness, and excuses for if we say y'all or not, because it's a force of habit.
It's a southern thing.
It's a southern thing. We just say y'all.
We've been living here. Most of our family lives in Costa Rica. I was born in Costa Rica, like she said. Me and her are technically foreign because we're not from here. Neither of our parents, both of our parents are from Costa Rica too, so all of us are foreign except for the little ones born here. But we're 100% Hispanic, 100%. We're all fluent in Spanish. All can read and write in Spanish.
We look extremely just not Hispanic, but
We do
trust
all
us.
the time.
You're gonna find out while continuing watching this video, continuing watching our channel, that we are Hispanic.
Yeah.
Basically, we decided to start this, well, you know, we had the idea of starting a YouTube channel for one, just to show kind of what other people don't see in a, you know, foreign person who's living in the States life. Basically, we don't get to see a lot of that on YouTube or on any platform, really. You don't get to see a lot of behind the scenes. You just usually see like what happens when it happens, not necessarily like the process or the stuff behind everything or the stuff leading up to something. That's kind of why we decided to make this. Also, we decided to make this for a reason that we're going to be explaining in just a little bit. We decided that it was going to be an incredible adventure. We have a lot of people that we still have not told.
I have a big secret to tell.
That we've only told few, but when you have a lot of people that you may not see, or because this is not a conversation to have over the phone. It's not necessarily a conversation to have over video either, but here we are.
Like, we just thought it would be better to just put out a video that explains exactly what we're about to tell you guys in one whole thing. So we could post it everywhere, everyone could see it at the same time, and we could see everyone's reactions from there. Because having the same conversation over and over and over again with so many people that you care about, these people really care about you, and some of them don't live in the States. It's kind of hard to have that moment where just like, wait, right, today's the right time or tomorrow's the right time? We don't have that much time anyway. We might as well make a video, explain what's going on, just in depth of why all this is happening to us. Because like she said, there's really nothing around that really explains why we're about to make this change in our lives and this huge thing that we're going to talk about. And it's good to just bring it out to the light. We wanted to make sure that it's genuine, it's true, real.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to capture, is like the raw footage of how all this is going to take place throughout the next few months. So this is not, oh, they're just wanting attention or they're just trying to start a controversial conversation. Like, it's nothing like that.
It's nothing like that. Basically bringing light to a situation that not a lot of people do. A lot of people just pass it, you know, pass by it, or just throw it to the side and wait till later to talk about it when it's our lives. Like, this is what we're living. This is how we go on a day-to-day basis throughout everything. It kind of sucks when there's no light shown on it, because it's like, at times we feel like it's just us going through it, but then when there is light shown on it, we're like, okay, it's not just us.
we just decided to use YouTube as a good platform because everybody's on YouTube. At least everyone in their lives has seen one YouTube video. So it's time for us to use a platform that will be good for us to get everything out.
Yeah.
So that's basically why we wanted to start a YouTube channel. Not just for like this news specifically, but like for our whole journey as itself. So, which we'll learn in a second.
Basically, what you're really going to be getting out of this channel is realness. We're going to be very blunt and honest about a lot of things. So if you don't like stuff like that, you don't like people that are extremely blunt, especially.
Bye!
Yeah, just holla at you, because we're going to be talking about some really real, but understand that our lives are controversial. So you're just, if you don't like it, then go ahead and just leave. Not to be rude, but literally just so, you know, we're not wasting your time. But we're also going to educate you guys on a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But also have fun. You know, you guys will see our parents on here, and they are fun. If, like, for all of our friends that are watching, you guys know what our parents are like. With the accents and stuff, their accents are really, really, really strong. Like some of the words that we say might have an accent, like you might hear it here and there, but it's not like them.
I'm excited to get them on here. It's gonna
be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. You guys are gonna see things that you've never seen before. We've done our research. We've realized that not a lot of people see this, and we just think it's gonna be really cool. Like the whole journey unraveling itself, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be insane.
So, with that said, the big surprise, well, surprise to a lot of you.
Not a surprise to us anymore.
We've come to the conclusion that we accepted it.
Yeah, we've accepted it now. I'm actually really excited.
But, 1, 2, 3.
We're moving. And to some of you guys, you're like, girl, what you moving to? Like, why is that such a big secret?
Just to clarify, because a lot of people that are going to be watching this don't know us, we are moving back home to our country, Costa Rica. We'll be moving back. To be exact, we'll be moving back November 1st. November 1st.
Plane tickets are already bought. It's already set. So we will be San Jose, Costa Rica, November 1st.
And you guys will see the journey.
You will. You'll see
it on the plane. Everything. Like, you'll see it, everything, every part of it. But we will be moving. Me, my sister, and my mom are moving first. And then my dad and my other sister are moving last. And we'll kind of explain why that is. We're going to discuss, like, when we first came here. So Paula was born in February of 2000. So we came here in November of 2000, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
no, we came here in January 2001.
2001? Mm-hmm. Okay. So she wasn't even a year old yet.
No.
I was 4. So I do remember some parts of Costa Rica. Yeah, it's really amazing to do. Okay, a 4-year-old really remembers. Yeah. So I do remember like the main places I was at, but other than that, nothing. We came here because it was like, if we had to compare it, it was like the Great Depression basically. The economy failed. It was a lot going on there, and we had to move because my dad wanted a better opportunity for us, a better future. So
the States were the place to be.
Basically, the American
them to bring
dream.
Them. Yeah, basically, you know, that American dream was really like popular and it was commercialized everywhere. So at that point, you know, when you hear, oh shoot, American dream, that sounds kind of nice. I'm gonna hit that up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when we first came here, you know, you guys, if you only speak one language, whenever you go somewhere where they speak a lot of other languages, you're like really confused. Well, that's how my experience was here when I first came here, getting to the Nashville airport. Because yes, we came through a plane. So many people ask me if I came through a boat. We came on a plane.
We came on a plane
to the airport, because back then immigration wasn't a big issue. It wasn't a huge issue like it is now. Immigrants were allowed to come in and out like no problem. We didn't have that issue. When I first got here, I was very confused. I didn't know what was going on. Everyone spoke a different language. I didn't hear anyone speaking my language, Spanish, other than them. It puts a child through a lot mentally, because it's like you don't understand what's going on. And you come from being around family 24/7. Like, I was always around my family, to being around just them, which is still my family, but it's like having all of your family, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, so just having your immediate family, it's a huge change for a little person. Like, for a little person, because I'm still little now. That whole experience really took a toll on me. I was 4 at the time, and I had to go to school, and my birthday's in November, so I start late in the year. Like, August is when school starts. My birthday's in November, so they didn't let me go
here anyway.
Yeah, like here in Tennessee, they didn't let me go to school because I didn't turn 5 before like their period of kindergarten starts or whatever. So I went to Head Start. Shout out to them. But I went to Head Start, met some amazing people there. But that's where I learned English, because I didn't understand. I was in a class with a lot of foreign people because they didn't know English, and my mom didn't want me to take ELL in regular school, so I just went to Head Start to learn English and just learn basically, because I didn't understand anything that was going on. To go to a place and just not know as a little kid anything anybody's saying, it's very, very confusing. You don't know what to do, what to say. Like, you don't know how to communicate with others. Like, if you need something, you better make sure that your parents are around because you're not going to know. Learning a new language is very, very different. Now we're 100% fluent. Like, people think English is our first language. English is our second language.
Yeah.
And Spanish is our first. Learning English as a second language, it wasn't easy. But, I mean, over time, being in school for so long, you just grasp it. We don't have an accent. So that, when first coming here, it was very hard because we came with nothing. We came with just our clothes. I mean, my dad and my mom, like, we had a house over there.
We left a place, and we're kind of doing it again. We left a place where we had things and basically came to a place where we had nothing.
She had a bunch of toys. I had a bunch of toys. All those were gone because we can't take that on the plane and it doesn't fit in luggage. So my dad is actually the first one that came. He came before us just to start working here. And yes, the stereotypical that everybody thinks. My dad did work in construction when he first came here. He was actually very good at it. Just to set everything straight, not all Hispanics do construction work or landscaping or painting or something like that. Like,
as amazing as some of them are, because that's like it's insane how good they are.
Yeah,
but
they really are. But that's
just not true.
It's just the easiest way to work. When you don't have papers and you have to provide for your family, and you don't speak the language, like you don't speak English fluently. That's the first job that's available. If you're Hispanic, we have, in our culture, it doesn't matter what we do. As long as there's food on the table, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. So
my parents would work 60, 80 hours, and they would come home tired. But as long as we had food on the table, that's all they cared about. My dad was the first one to come. Just to give y'all a little snippet of my dad was the top lawyer in Costa Rica. Like, he was an amazing labor law lawyer. He worked in an office. Like, he was a judge at one time. Suits down, and then he comes here and, like she said, like, he just does construction. That's not something that he's used to. So, you know, switching that lifestyle from living, like, we didn't live in luxury. Like, we didn't have nothing to worry about. Not that we were rich or anything, not like that. But
we ain't had bank, but
but we lived very well.
We were decent.
We were fine. We were fine. And coming here, my dad has to do construction, things that he's never even done before. So when we came, it was just like we were staying at my dad's boss's house. We just kept switching houses.
Yeah, we kept staying at other people's houses. We stayed at somebody's basement once, or attic, one of the two.
Yeah, we stayed at both, actually, the attic and then the basement.
The attic and then the basement. While I was still months old, let's just remember that. I was still a baby, still months. She was still very young. So it's like, for us in the beginning, I mean, I don't remember it, but for her mostly, it was more so just moving around. It was not really like, oh, we're looking for an apartment, looking for a house. Like, no,
we weren't ready for that yet.
We were just literally like looking for a job, trying to make money, trying to put food on the table. Like, that was the first goal.
And the thing is, it's like, back then you didn't need a social security to work. You didn't need all of this paperwork just to work and just have an apartment. Like, back then you didn't need all that. It was fine. My parents were able to get a driver's license. Like, it was no issue. After 9/11 happened, that's when everything changed, because immigration became a little tighter. So many regulations got put into place. So that's when that first wall came up for immigration. That's where we saw the biggest change. But 9/11 did change a lot. I was in school when it happened. It was hard to hear. We had family in New York at that time, family up north. Yeah. So we were just really concerned about them, what was going on, and if they were okay, if their family was there, you know. So it was just a lot. It's very emotional. I know a lot of you have went through the same thing with 9/11, but that's basically what happened when we first got here. Just basically settling down, getting used to how everything works here, because we didn't know anything about it. We grew up mostly in Nashville, in an Antioch area. Everything's gotten better. If we look at ourselves now and everything that we have back then, we look rich. From where we started to where we are now, it's the most drastic change I've ever seen. Nothing was necessarily given to us. Everything we've had to work for. By telling you all that, it lets us give you a good idea of how everything was and now everything now. Right now at this moment, we're dealing with a lot, immigration-wise. This is not a topic that's talked about a lot because people really don't know, and everybody disagrees or agrees or whatever. It's extremely sensitive. For a lot of people, they don't like talking about this. They try and hide it. I mean, we're not trying to hide anymore. I've never been a person to hide that I'm an immigrant. I will scream from the rooftops. I will say to whoever, I am an immigrant. I am not from here, and I'm proud to say that. And my thing is, like, I know a lot of people are going to give us hate. I'm an immigrant. What are you going to do about it? Like, we'll both have our own vlogging cameras, so we'll be able to see both ends of how we see stuff. You guys will be able to see it all. I'm excited. I'm excited too. So excited. So yeah, stick around, hunger down, stay a while,
grab a sweet tea, just chill. You'll be here for a while.
We'll be here.
We'll be here for a while.
And you'll learn our sarcasm once we start uploading videos. We'll warm up to you guys.
We're warming up. Right now we're in our professional tone. We don't talk like this all the time. We're just in a very... We need to explain. Video. This is an informative video, not an us video. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. But yeah. Are we related?
I think so. I'm not sure.
This is our goodbye to you guys. But you know what? We should change that. This is our see you soon.
We're not going to say goodbye on this channel. We're going to say see you soon.
Always going to say see you soon.
See you.
So you guys, see you soon. And pura vida.
Holla.